Hello everybody, it's jrobi here. I've got a really good game that I want to go over. It's a game that employs a lot of sharp tactical attacking, and one of the reasons why I picked this game to post was that there's a move in the game that kind of runs counter to automatic assumed moves. So we're going to go through that, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So I'm jrobi here, and I'm black. So the opening is a little bit different here. This is standard stuff here. But then my opponent plays d3, so I come out with a knight on f6, and then he plays c3, and I shake things up here a bit in the center, and I bring my queen out. Now I know the last game that I posted, I think I brought my queen out a bit early too. Generally I don't do that very often. It depends on the situation. One of the reasons that I don't like to bring a queen out early is I don't like to have it kicked around too much, because then I'm just wasting time saving my queen while the other person is developing their pieces. So it's something that I don't do all the time, trying to get quick queen checkmates or anything. But in this game I figured it was a pretty good move, just because of the way the pieces were laid out, and I really wanted to get that bishop back for taking my knight. So now from here my opponent plays knight to f3, and then I bring my bishop to g4, pinning the knight to the queen. And then my opponent plays c4, attacking my queen. Now this is the move here that a lot of times, it's just habitual to do certain things, or even like a habit. I know my use of the c-pawn, learning when to use it and when not to has been, it's been a challenge for me. But I think in this position here, automatically a lot of people would just say, let's get that queen out of the way, get it out of danger, pull it back. That pawn's threatening it, and we've got to get it out of there. But there's a nice little combination attack here that involves some forced moves, except for one, you'll see here. So instead of moving my queen back, I go bishop to b4, and this puts the king into check here. So he's forced to do something, and he decides to pull out his bishop. What I decided at the time was take again, forcing a move to take care of the bishop. And instead of using the queen, my opponent played the knight, which, isn't too bad. However, there was a lot of danger here. So from this point now, I don't have to retreat my queen. She's now aggressively on the attack and takes on d3. My opponent from this position plays h3. And when I have my queen so far into the enemy ranks here, I want as a few pieces as possible that can pose threats to it. So I just give the bishop up for the knight, and he takes with the pawn here, doubling up his pawns. And from this position, I castle, strengthening the queen. He plays pawn to b3. I go knight to d4. He goes rook to g1, thinking of activating his rook down the g file. But this opens up a really nice attack. Now it's not checkmate, but it's a really good attack. So knight now to c2. Now the king has absolutely nowhere to go. Can't move anywhere. So this square is taken. This square is taken, and he's being blocked by his other pieces. So the only move that white has now is to capture with the queen. And queen takes queen. So it was a good attack. My opponent actually resigned right here. He saw that he was about to lose his queen, and figured that that was it for him, so he resigned the game. But I really like the, just going over how sometimes the automatic, moves or automatic strategies aren't always the ones that can be the most useful or the most deadly. So where some people might say take the queen back, or even move the queen into a different attacking position if they still want to use her out there, like put a check with the queen here or whatever. Yeah, that's okay, but it wasn't the best at the time. So check, check, and then here we go with that nice Nice attack on the queen. And resignation. So it was a fun game. It felt like while we were playing, it was very sharp and pointed moves. It wasn't a very long game. Since I'm using the Internet Chess Club trial right now, waiting for the free Internet Chess server to get back up and running with my Boss Chess, I've just been playing the rated standard 15 minutes per player, trying to slow things down a little bit. I don't want to get in the habit of just making automatic moves on the fly all the time. I want to slow down and really think about what I'm doing. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.